that's the way to start. Let's bring our arms up and come down. Up and come down. Let's do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then if you have a wall, if not, you can pretend there's a wall behind you. And we're going to do these wall slides. So you try to have your buttocks against the wall, your head against the wall, with just a small arch in your back. So tilt your pelvis upward if you tilt in your back, the arch is too big. And then you're just going to do goalpost arms. So bring your elbows all the way down towards your ribs and then extend them straight up. And keeping your elbows as close to the wall as you're able. So let's do 5 more. 1. See if you can keep your head back there too. Tilt the pelvis, tilt the pelvis. That came out funny. So that you don't have an arch in your back. Last one. And then coming away from the wall, and we're going to do butt kicks. So you're going to bring that heel up. And then see now if you can grab the foot, or at least towards it, each time. Okay, and then knee to the chest. And now we're going to do high kicks. Just one leg, both arms are up. Then bring your, your left hand to your right leg. Right toe. If it doesn't reach your toe, aim for your knee. You want to stay nice and upright.
Oh, we're going to the same side.
So it's okay, just approximate. I'm switching sides now. I'm doing about 10. Doesn't matter. Just getting those big muscles working. Okay, now let's roll our shoulders back and put your left leg forward. Your heel is keeping your leg upright. Palms are facing the computer screen, shoulders are back, and we're going to walk those hands down our leg and come back up. So your hips go back. Rather than leaning over, press your hips back. So the hips go back as you reach towards your heel. Palms facing me. And it's a nice hamstring warm up. And the other side. So reach the right leg out. You're standing on the heel of that right leg so you get a little bit of balance. Press the hips back as far as you can go and walk those hands down towards your ankle. Palms facing forward. So you come back standing all the way upright and then press the hips back. 2 more. Okay, and now we're going to do some arm circles. Do 5. You can be in any position. I'm in a lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and now we're going to do a rotation by bending over, hand on the thigh, letting that arm, the right arm hang, and rotating up. Following your fingertips with your gaze. So now you're getting a neck stretch and a spinal rotation. Warm up your spine. 1 more, and then switch sides. Hand on the thigh, try not to let your body raise up, it's just turning. And follow those fingertips. So you get the nice neck stretched. And then we're going to go into a side plank, and just a short one. And the reason is we're not doing them today, just this short one to work on form. So your body's as straight as you can make it in one line, the front of your body, and your elbows lined up right under your shoulder. And then if you're fine on a side plank, you can stack your feet, or you can stagger them, and then you come up in a side plank. But I want to show you an alternative. So here we are in this nice straight line. Tuck the bottom leg under. Now I'm still straight, it's not forward. So now you can come up on the knee. So let's just do a knee side plank, and we'll hold it for maybe about 30 seconds. So you have a nice straight line in your body, tuck the bottom leg back, but it's still straight. Watch where that arm is landing, should be under your shoulder. Now as you come up into a plank, press your whole body forward, your hips, your chest, so everything's really nice alignment. People who have trouble with a side plank, it's often because in this position, it's easy to get out of alignment and put a lot of pressure on your shoulder. And then come down, and we'll do one on the other side. Again, the focus is making a straight line and getting that elbow back under the shoulder. Tuck that bottom leg back without it going forward. Come up, just do a gentle side plank. Warming up those core muscles. You can feel them working. And you're just practicing looking how nice and straight you are. Okay, and then flipping over and reaching back into a child's pose. All right, we're ready to get started. There's going to be 8 exercises. Joanne's here. Hi, Joe.
Hi.
Did you have trouble getting in?
No.
No. Okay, so here we go. 4 exercises for the first circuit. So there's the squat hold with bicep curl. So you can be using your band, or you can use dumbbells. And you're going to do it against a wall. If you have trouble finding a wall, you can just do it in this position. But then I think you're going to just have to skip the curl. So ideally you have a wall. You could put the band under your feet. You want to walk your feet out so there's a 90-degree angle at your knees. You don't want your knee thrusting forward. And then you can do an arm curl. And you can do that also with dumbbells. You have to sort of wiggle yourself back up safely. So the idea is to get down and get into a nice slow position, 90 degrees right here. That's the first exercise. Second one's a tricep kickback. It can be done with the band or with the dumbbell. So with the kickback, you want to get the right tension. Your elbows up in the air, and it just presses forward. That's too much pressure, too much resistance if you can't get it in nice and straight, like all the way. There you go, all the way. And you can do that with a weight also. Elbow up and press all the way up. Okay, so slow motion row is next. Today, usually we do a row like this, palm faces in. Today our palms are going to face out. You can do it with a dumbbell or the bands. If I do it with the bands, I'm going to hold it down a little further. So my palms are going to face forward, and I'm going to row like that. Okay, the next one is a jumping jack squat. So if you're not going to jump, you can just do it fast, but it's coming down, coming up. The feet are wide together. So you can add the arms if you want. And if you're not jumping, you can do that. Just do it fast. Okay, those are the first 4 exercises. The next one is a plank. If the plank is enough, it's going to be 40 seconds. That's all you have to do. If you want to spice it up, you can do a hip slap. But only do that if you have enough strength to keep your hips flat. The next one is going to be a overhead press. It's actually a seesaw chest press. One arm starts up and the other down. So they slowly pass each other. And this one works best if you have nice heavy weights. But if you don't, then going as slow as possible will give you a little added spice. Then we're going to use the towels and do this towel slam. I did it with the group on Thursday. You're going to roll it up and you're going to come down and bend over as you slam it. So it's just like that. And you'll feel your heart rate getting up. And the last one is going to be elbow to knee for cardio. And you can add a little hop. We'll do that if you want. Okay, so I'm going to start the timer. You're getting ready. You're against a wall. Okay. There we go. So it's 5 seconds to warm up and then it'll begin.
Warm up.
Here we go.
2.
Get down on that wall.
Exercise 1.
Put the band under your feet and do that arm curl. Get down as low as you can go. Try not to let your elbows go forwards.
That's halfway.
See if you can keep your elbows, even your head, against the wall. Whew. You can scoot your hips up like that if it's too much.
Rest.
And that's that. The next one's a tricep kickback. So you want it, you don't want too much pressure or resistance. You want to be able to straighten that arm.
3, 2.
Don't let the elbow come down here.
Exercise 1.
Up. Your upper arm's parallel with the ground. We're going to switch sides, so be thinking what you'll need to do to switch.
That's halfway.
So get that elbow way up in the air. There should be space between
3, 2,
your
1. Rest.
arm and your body. And the third one is going to be the underhand row. So I'm going to do it with weights. I'm going to do lighter weights than I would normally do for a row. My weights will face forward
1.
instead of this way.
Exercise 1.
And it's slow motion. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades at the top. It's a great back exercise. I'm bent over, as you can see. My
That's
core is
halfway.
engaged. My hips are pressed back.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay. Now we're going to go to that jump squat. So it's down like this, then the feet come together. You can
3,
then
2.
add the arms.
Exercise
So
1.
you could walk out, come up, walk. Do it at your pace. We're working on
That's halfway.
some mobility, but mainly trying to get your heart rate up. Whew.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
That's it for circuit 1. Back to the wall for the squat and the arm curl. The band gives you plenty of challenge on this one.
3, 2, 1.
Get down.
Exercise 1.
Whew. Don't let the elbows come very far from the wall.
That's halfway.
Getting a lot of body parts right here. Getting your biceps, your quadriceps, your legs,
3,
glutes,
2.
and
One.
your, I'm
Rest.
sure you felt your core working. Now we're going into that tricep kickback. You can do a dumbbell.
3, 2.
I'm holding below the
Exercise
handle.
1.
Get the elbow up. Don't have too much resistance. Try to straighten the arm.
That's halfway.
We got the biceps, now we're getting the back of the arm and the triceps. Well, I forgot to switch. I'm going to stay on this arm
3, 2.
and I'm going to switch
Rest.
for the last one. Now we're going to do that row. Again, I'm going to use dumbbells. And then we have the jump squat. So the rows are facing the computer screen.
2.
Shoulders back and down.
Exercise 1.
Come into a flat back, bent over, and bring those weights up. And at the top, squeeze those shoulder blades together.
That's halfway.
Really, really great back exercise. it says jump squats. Just getting a little cardio in and agility.
3,
Yeah,
2, 1.
jumping around,
Exercise 1.
moving fast. It's good for us. My chest stays facing forward. It's not facing the ground.
That's halfway.
And do the second one.
Three, two, one. Rest.
Okay, back to the last circuit, the wall sit with the bicep curl.
Three, two, one. Exercise 1.
Walked out. Get the head and shoulders back.
That's halfway.
Posture work. Do you feel your core working? I think so. Every exercise
3,
we've
2,
done
1.
has involved your core, even the tricep kickback in the position we're in, which is what we're doing next. So bring some awareness to your core. I'm going to do the other side because I didn't switch.
3, 2.
Get the elbow way up
Exercise 1.
and extend.
That's halfway.
It's a really great muscle to work. It's summer coming and it's almost here.
3,
The first day.
2, 1. Rest.
Okay, and now we're going to do those slow motion rows, underhand. And then one more exercise after this for this circuit.
3, 2.
So here we go.
Exercise 1.
Bent over, weights facing the computer screen. And nice and slow, squeeze at the top.
That's halfway.
Think about the weights you have and think about whether you need to get some new ones. Do you feel your core working?
1. Rest.
And we're going to jump around now. It's your last opportunity. So you won't explode by going fast, right? So it feels like it sometimes. 4 seconds.
2, 1. Exercise 1.
Whoops. So you're always listening to your body.
That's halfway.
Sometimes you're friskier than others. When you're feeling frisky, go for it. And be kind and gentle when
3,
you're not.
2, 1. Rest.
Whew. Okay, that's it for that circuit. We did that, let's see, 4 times 2. We did it 4 times, 3 times. That was
3,
the plan.
2.
Next, remember, the first one is the plank. If you do the hip slap, your hips don't rotate. They're perfectly still. Towel slam, floor press, and then cardio one. Here we go. So get ready. You're going to be in the plank position. Yeah, this was set up for 4, but that's okay. 5 seconds to get into
Warm up.
that nice plank.
2, 1. Exercise 1.
Distribute your weight from your toes to your forearms. Squeeze your buttocks. If you're attempting the slaps, your hips are completely
That's halfway.
still. If they're rotating, I wouldn't do it. I would just work on the plank.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Give yourself a reward, a child's pose. Okay, and that second exercise is a towel slam. Roll that towel up so you have a nice grip. And we're just
3,
gonna
2.
put it overhead and slam it down.
Exercise 1.
Here we go. I'm taking it sideways so you can see me. Getting your core involved.
That's halfway.
You come all the way up, down.
Three, two, one. Rest.
Ah, that was a pretty good one. Floor press on your back. Seesaw. One is up and the other's down.
3, 2, 1.
Back
Exercise 1.
knees. One arm's up and then meet in the middle. And it's slow and controlled. Pressing your back to the mat will help
That's halfway.
engage your core, which of course always protects your back. Hope you have weights that are challenging you right here.
3, 2.
Get those chest muscles.
Rest.
This is in lieu of a push-up. We're working those same pecs. And now we're gonna do that knee to elbow. It's a little cardio and a little core.
3, 2, 1. Exercise
So it's
1.
this one. So you could go like that if you want, but really concentrate on squeezing the obliques. That's what we're working. Bring that knee
That's
way
halfway.
up. And the elbows are back.
Three, two, one.
And
Rest.
that's it for the first circuit. 2 more. Back to the plank with the hip slap and then the towel slams. So you're going to get down, plank position. And if just the plank, if the slaps are too much, the plank's too
3,
little,
2.
you can bring
1.
your feet up
Exercise 1.
and tap them. Because you need, to build some endurance to be able to hold with one arm.
That's halfway.
I'm taking a course right now, and it talked about with strength training, the
3,
very first
2,
phase
1. Rest.
before you even begin to develop muscle, and we're doing those towel slams, is neurological stability,
3, 2, 1. Exercise 1.
which is great to think about. You need that. It's this whole thing of doing the exercise, and every nerve and muscle in your body is learning a new
That's
way
halfway.
of moving, and that's what you have to go through that phase so you can easily move into the position
3,
and recruit all the
1.
muscles
Rest.
you need for whatever exercise it is. And then as you begin doing it correctly and adding more weight, you get stronger and stronger. Seesaw floor press.
1. Exercise 1.
So, one weight is up, and one is down. Now he's gonna call
That's
back.
halfway.
I do that all the time on my watch. I think I've turned it off and I actually answer it.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Nice. Okay, we're gonna work on those obliques. Put the weights down safely without using your back. And come on up for that oblique work.
3,
Nice.
2.
Carve away
Exercise 1.
that section of your body. I don't know what to do.
That's halfway.
And you can do this if you want to get more cardio. But the thing is,
3.
going slow, I think I'm getting
Rest.
a lot better work here in this targeted area, the obliques. Back to the beginning, plank with a hip slap. Get into that nice forearm plank.
3, 2, 1. Exercise 1.
And here's one of those examples where you're recruiting so many parts of your body to know how they can help you do this exercise. It's a core exercise, but
That's halfway.
it's working out a lot more than your core. Dig those toes into the ground. Press the forearms into the ground. Squeeze
3,
the big muscles in your buttocks,
rest.
and they'll help you do the exercise correctly. And it's towel slams. So really give this
2.
your best effort.
Exercise 1.
Get your core working and your heart rate up.
That's halfway.
I'm getting cooled off at the same time. Little breeze.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Bad for the hairdo. Seesaw floor press. Don't forget, press your back into the mat.
Exercise
One
1.
arm's down and one's up. And slowly cross in the middle. Don't rest the arm on the mat. Just tap and go.
That's halfway.
Feel your core getting engaged as you press your back into the mat.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Okay, and put those weights down. Coming up for the last exercise for the obliques.
3, 2.
Here we go.
Exercise 1.
And those legs are reaching out to the side, not to the front. Elbows coming way back to the back of your ribs.
That's halfway.
Someone sounds like they're on the trampoline.
2, 1. Rest.
All right, that's it for the 2 circuits. And we're gonna get those booty bands. If you have them, you can follow along your own version of the exercise. without the band. So we're gonna do these today standing. So putting the band above your knee. There you go. All right. And don't forget, keep your ankles with your knees so they're not like going in different direction. Everything's lined up to your shoulders. Okay, so we're gonna do taps, and before we do the taps today, let's stand up nice and straight and just walk forward and back. So you want your hips to stay with the band. It's not, here we go. So here we go. And then it's sort of a diagonal walk. And on the way back, actually I'm just gonna walk straight back and straight forward. Feels better on my knees. And again, forward. And back. My one knee sore, we were dancing in Texas in high heels. I was getting down low on the floor. I'm like, oh, my knees are sore from all that. It was the funnest wedding, best wedding band ever. I'd say it was right up there. And one more, really working those thighs. And back. Your hips are working. And we're going to do side taps. 10 to the right, and then 10 to the left. So here we go. 1, 2, 6. So even though my foot's out here, I'm still keeping the integrity of that line, if you can follow that. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The other side. Try not to move your body. Other side. Feeling it. I hope you are. One more set. Woo! 1, 2. And the other side. All right, that's good for the bands. And now we're going to do one balance exercise. If you can get a medium to light weight, and we're going to stand on one foot. And the idea is we're going to move the weight back and forth, switching hands in the middle. So here we go, standing up nice and straight. Recruit the core. And here we go. On one foot, switching side to side. If it's not throwing you off balance or challenging, you could make the swings bigger. Okay, I know strength training has helped my balance in the most amazing way. Other leg. I had gained all this weight in my 50s and tried to get back into exercise. I started doing a yoga class and I thought I had an inner ear problem or something because I couldn't do any of the balance exercises. I'm like, other people could, and I'm like, well, it must just be a glitch in my system. Of course, I'm talking now. But with strength and core strength particularly, my balance has improved so much. Just amazing. And so exciting, right? To get better as you get older instead of worse. In some ways, anyway. Okay, so we're going to do some nice stretches. You're going to be lying on your back, and we're going to bring your knee to your chest. And the other leg will go straight out. The arch in your leg reaches towards the floor in that straight leg. And then really pull that thigh to your chest. And then straighten the leg and pull your leg towards you. You shouldn't feel it behind your knee. Flex your foot, you'll feel that more in your calf. And now take a deep breath and relax your whole upper body. And then bend your leg again and bring your leg out to the side. So you're doing holding your knee up with your hand, just opening up that hip. Bring your knee up towards your shoulder if you can. And then take the knee and let it cross over to the opposite side as you do a spinal twist, and your eyes will be looking towards the opposite direction. Your head will be turning. You have a neck stretch. And then the other leg. So it's a bent leg up to your chest. Press the back of the straight leg down towards the ground. And now straighten the leg and holding it wherever feels good, on your thigh or your calf. Flex the foot. Hold the leg a little bit closer. Press the other leg down in the opposite direction. And now take a nice, really deep breath and relax your whole upper body. And bend your leg, open it up. Bring the knee up towards your shoulder. And then let it drop across your body as you turn and twist in the opposite direction. Turning your neck and opening up your shoulder and your chest. Nice chest stretch, hip stretch, neck stretch. Did I say that? And shoulder and chest. Woo, that's great. And then back to the knee to the chest. And then roll over onto your knees and ending with a nice child's pose. If you stretch your arms straight out and bring them off the mat, with your thumbs facing up to the ceiling. You'll get a nice upper body stretch, and as you sit back on your heels, you'll get the stretch in your lower body. And coming up to standing, congratulate yourself for being here, for doing the